Hi everybody, welcome to my YouTube channel. Hope you're all doing well wherever you are. Just want to digress back to certain people with unhealthy paranoias about recording devices, which are all over the place in 2021. The police, they've recommended to this man I'm going to talk about, the police recommended he put the cameras and device recording all around his house. He had a previous incident and the cameras would have been invaluable, so the police said. And also the recent Royal Commission into aged care in the nursing hospitals there, the cameras are not permitted there. They like to hide things too, like Westmead Hospital. Looks that way anyway. But anyway, their children, suspected that there was parents were being abused. Some of them 90, 100 years old, 98. And so they rightly, they had to install, covert devices recording beside the bed. Anyway, their suspicions, were justified. The devices recorded the nurses there and the staff who were maltreating their parents, bullying them, really mongrels to do that. And anyway, they had it recorded, and because without the recording, these grubs they deny it. They say no, we didn't do that. No, the recording there speaks volumes. Anyway, they presented the recording to the police, who were very happy because without the recording, it's hard to prove these things, So they were smartly charged, because of the, great evidence. I went to court. The judge was thankful for the recording because, it proves the case beyond reasonable doubt, like it is what it is. Anyway, the judge didn't think too kindly for these mongrels that were abusing the old people. And so he gave them a jail sentence. And, and this is what the community wants to see. People everywhere in the community, people buying 12 cameras, Swan cameras from Costco, video, audio, all around the place. They record everything. This man had probably 10 paramedics in the past from Northmead Ambulance Station to come in the house. You can see it's self-evident there's cameras all over the place. They're not worried. Nothing to hide, nothing to fear. They've done an amazing job. They deserve commendation, these people, and this man intends to do something about it and make a channel, for ambulance paramedics and give them a good big pat on the back because they deserve recognition. They treated this man as like his father, mother or something, anything, like a parent or brother or sister, with love and care. The man, he had his friends there, and they were there to observe, to watch the paramedics. And they were just amazed. They thought, oh, this is just so good. But that all changes when the paramedics, they've taken him to hospital. It all changes. The man got bullied, abused, blacklisted because he made a complaint. They denied that, but this man, he's got video recordings, just audio recordings, just like in the nursing homes, where the mongrels were bloody charged. like the mongrels at Westmead Public Hospital should be charged. At any rate, Paramedic Bec, she's doing a great job on the man and showing a bit of care. She told the man she's a country girl from Tamworth, and the man, you know, it sparked him to say, oh, one of the young paramedics from Northmead was here a while back. Don't recall his name, but he transferred to Tamworth up in the country and his wife to start a new life. And, you know, it was good to hear, you know. The old man was happy, you know, because they're good people, you know. And Bec, you know, she's a country person, come down and she, you know, had a good attitude, but she's checking me out for heart attack, the pains, going all over me, better than what they do at Westmead Hospital. In the emergency, she was amazing, you know, and I think she was embarrassed by her co-worker with this nasty piece of work, Myra. I think Bec was trying to make excuses for Myra, and, you know, she works with us, so I suppose, you know, trying to do the right thing. But, you know, this man, he smartly pulled Bec up and Myra and said, listen, you know, he digressed to the Royal Commission into aged care, how the cameras there, you know, they're not permitted. But when something's going wrong and something's not quite right, it helps everyone, helps the whole community, helps the police, helps the judges in courts, protects the old age people from being bloody abused. You know, and you know, they're trying to say, oh, you know, but that's, you know, right to privacy and all. Look, the man said it's 2021. There's cameras everywhere. You go in the mall, you go in the bank, you go into people's homes. No one warns you, they're just there. The community knows that, and the communities are thankful that there's these recordings going on, you know, to get the mongrels who are doing wrong, you know. The mongrels fear the recording device, not good people. Nothing to fear, nothing to hide. The criminals have got plenty to hide. That's why they fear the cameras. And the criminal conduct, you know, in the health system, seems to be a fair bit of it going on, too much. And the people that work with them, they shouldn't be covering it up. They should do their duty and you know, inform on them. You know, because yeah, if they don't do that, they're promoting the evil. But at any rate, this piece of work, Bec, paramedic, she's sitting there, seemed to be angry. I don't know. The man had religious icons and stuff around the house. Maybe she doesn't like that kind of thing. Christians are not really liked these days, and the gay people and things like that, you know, they don't like them because the Christians, you know, it's against against Jesus' teaching and God's commandments. So naturally, they don't accept it. They reject it. But you know, people do what they want to do. That's a matter for them. And the Christians, you know, it's up to them what they do. But anyway, this Bec, she sort of got up and she'd been sitting there like a bloody David Jones store dummy, saying nothing. And she got up to go and open the front door, that fly screen security door. You know, everyone's got them. You lock them and that to stop the sneak thieves coming in and going into a bedroom while you're in other rooms and taking a handbag or a wallet. The police recommend you do that because there's a lot of that going on. These sneak thieves get in, the front door open, people in the other room, they get in, and in actual fact, it happened to my mother. So, but anyway, for some peculiar reason, Beck come back into the room where not Beck, apologies, it was Myra. She come back into the room where Beck was looking after this man and checking everything out and reassuring him. And he obviously comes from a decent family with good parents, with a good attitude. That's what we need, more of that, all of that. But anyway, Beck started to basically get pretty angry, very angry, that the front fly screen security door was locked, and she come back in a rage. Oh, look, this paramedic, the front door must be always unlocked so we can get in and get out and get in and get out. What kind of idiot's that? I mean, there's plenty of keys in the house. The front door was open, the front gate was waiting open to let them in, so they got easy access. All the lights were on. The front's fly screen door was locked, to prevent someone coming in while they're in another room. And precious Myra went off her brain about it. She's in the house there to help the dying old man. She stressed the hell out of the bloke. He's got cancer, and that's the last thing he rang up the paramedics for help. Not to get bloody bullied. That's what it felt like. But she was really going off, and it's quite funny when you think about it. I mean, they don't realise how stupid they are because it looks like they're trying to hide something. What do you got to worry about? Nearly every house got the camera. People don't tell you. They can see the cameras out the front. Myra, when she come in, she would have seen the infrared cameras or red lights there. But she said, "Oh, you never told us." Well, she never asked. And the man said to her, "You've been told now." "Oh, well, that's no good. That's all this. This man, old man dying, he was beside himself. He couldn't believe what, given that the previous paramedics were just so kind and caring and just beautiful people, all of them. But this Myra piece of work, I tell you what." Anyway, he told them to get out of the house in no uncertain terms. It's his own home, for goodness sakes. And here's Myra there, aggressively attacking him. He felt that he was being bullied, and it looks like that. And he told him, "Get out and don't come back. Don't come back." And she was performing as Myra, and she said, something like, "Oh, have a good night." Nasty piece of work. And when he told them that to get out there, this poor old man said, "Look, I'm gonna put get someone to put this incident here about you, Myra, about your unhealthy paranoia, about recording devices. Why is she so paranoid? That's why you're listening to this video and ask the question yourself. And I invite all comments are welcome, particularly from Northmead Ambulance Station. Very welcome. And I encourage someone from Northmead Ambulance Station to make a comment and see what they've got to say, and 100% I would encourage and expect Myra to make a comment here and explain her inappropriate conduct. Okay, guys, you have a good night and catch you in the next movie. Ciao.